Welcome to A Day in Vienna Family German Lesson. I am absolutely thrilled you're joining me for this explainer today. If you and your family are gearing up for a trip to Austria, or honestly, even if you just want to learn something totally new together right from your living room, you are in the perfect place. Today, our goal is super exciting and very achievable. We're going to learn 6 foundational German greetings that will instantly connect you with the locals and make your adventures so much richer. Consider this explainer your practical preparation to get you totally ready for Vienna. We aren't just going to sit here and memorize a boring list of vocabulary words, right? Instead, we're going to take a little imaginative journey together. We are framing this entire lesson as a fun, practical prep for traveling to Austria. And by the end of our time today, kids and parents alike will be completely ready to start speaking German the literal second your feet touch the ground. Okay, let's dive into this. Are you ready to speak German in Vienna? I want everyone right now, kids, parents, grandparents, whoever is watching with you, to just close your eyes for a quick second. Imagine stepping off the airplane. You grab your suitcases, you walk out through those sliding glass doors at the airport, and you are officially in a brand new city, Vienna, Austria. The air is crisp, the architecture is absolutely stunning, and people are walking by chatting away in German. Are you ready to join the conversation? I know you are. So let's set the scene for waking up and saying hello. Picture yourself waking up in a beautifully cozy Austrian hotel for the very first morning of your trip. You stretch your arms, you look out the window at those classic cobblestone streets, and your stomach gives a little rumble. It is officially time for delicious breakfast. As you walk out of your room and head down the stairs to the dining area, you see the friendly hotel staff setting out fresh bread, some local cheeses, and hot chocolate. So how do we start the day in our Austrian hotel? What's the very first thing you should say to them to be polite and kick your day off right? Guten Morgen, which means good morning. Now I'm going to say it very slowly and clearly, and I want you to say it right back to the screen. Ready? Guten Morgen. Guten Morgen. I'll give you one more second to try saying it out loud together with your family. Go ahead. Fantastic. Look at that. You just spoke your very first German phrase. All right, let's fast forward the story a bit. You've had your breakfast, you spent the whole morning exploring a cool museum, and now it's the afternoon. The sun is high in the sky, you're walking down the street, and you make eye contact with a friendly local shop owner. Now, you wouldn't say good morning anymore, right? So how do we greet people later in the day? How do we just say a simple hello? Hello. Meaning, hello. Listen to how incredibly similar it sounds to English. Hello. It is honestly so easy for beginners to remember. Try it out with me right now. Hallo. It's just a slight change in the vowel sound, but everyone in Austria will know exactly what you mean, and they are going to love that you're trying out their language. Let's move to the next part of our adventure and see how this builds. All this walking around has definitely made us hungry again, and we find ourselves standing outside a local Austrian bakery. You can literally smell the warm cinnamon, the fresh-baked bread, and the sweet apple strudel wafting right through the front door. We obviously have to go inside, but when we step in, we need to use our magic politeness words. You walk right up to the glass counter and you see the most amazing chocolate cake you have ever laid eyes on. Maybe a famous slice of Sachertorte. You point to it, but how do we politely order a delicious Austrian pastry? What is the magic word you need to use to make sure the baker knows you're a polite and respectful visitor? That magic word is bitte, which means please. I'll say it deliberately, and I want all the kids watching to echo it right back to me. Bitte, bitte, bitte. Try it out. Great job. When you point to that cake and say bitte, the baker is going to smile and be more than happy to help you out. So the baker carefully plates your delicious pastry, hands it over the counter, and you take it. Your mouth is absolutely watering. But wait, before you take that first bite, what do we say when the baker hands us the treat to express our gratitude? Danke. This means thank you. Let's pronounce it cheerfully and nice and slow together. Danke. Danke. I'm going to pause right now so you can actually practice saying thank you to whoever is sitting next to you. Ready? Go. Perfect. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the magical reciprocal nature of these two words, danke versus bitte. We just learned that bitte means please, and danke means thank you. But bitte actually has a secret double meaning. If you say danke to the baker will very likely reply bitte, because in this context, bitte means you're welcome. It brilliantly illustrates how efficient and fun the German language is. One person says danke, the other replies bitte. It's almost like a polite little ping-pong match. So we've eaten our cake, our energy is way up, and now we are navigating the city. We're walking around the busy, beautiful streets of Vienna. You've got horse-drawn carriages trotting by, street musicians playing, and lots of other tourists checking out the sights. Imagine you are trying to get a really good view of the stunning Schönbrunn Palace, but there's a big crowd right in front of you. You need to squeeze past them to get a picture, but you absolutely don't want to be rude about it. How do we gently get past a crowd looking at a famous palace? You need to use our biggest, most fun word of the day, Entschuldigung. This means excuse me or sorry. Now, I know it looks huge on screen, but it is so fun to say if we just break it down carefully, syllable by syllable. Let's do this together nice and slow. Entschuldigung. Let's try it again. Entschuldigung. Entschuldigung. I'm going to pause here because you absolutely have to try this one out loud. Give it a shot. See, it's like a fun little tongue twister. When you say Entschuldigung, people will happily step aside for you. What an amazing time we've had today. But as the sun finally sets over the beautiful city skyline and the street lamps start to glow, it's time to say goodbye and bring our imaginative day in Vienna to a close. We're tired, our feet ache a little bit, and we're heading back to our hotel room to get some rest. Before we leave the city center, though, we want to bid farewell to the friendly tour guide or the new friends we made during our city adventure. How do we wave goodbye at the end of the day? Tschüss. This simply means goodbye. It has such a fun, snappy sound to it. It almost sounds a bit like a sneeze, doesn't it? Tschüss, tschüss. Let me leave a quick pause for families to practice waving their hands and saying goodbye right now. Excellent. Tschüss. So the crucial point here is that with just these 6 basic greetings, you can successfully navigate an entire day in a German-speaking country. Let's trace our steps and recap our foundational words in the chronological order of our day, reviewing them one last time. In the morning, we wake up and say Guten Morgen. In the afternoon, we greet a friend with Hallo. When ordering a treat, we use the magic word Bitte. When we receive it, we say Danke. When we need to politely pass a crowd, we bravely say Entschuldigung. And finally, when the day is totally done, we wave and say Tschüss. You guys have done a fantastic job today. But, learning a language is all about practice. So here is my final energetic challenge for all the kids and adults watching. Will you practice these words at home before you pack your bags? Try saying Guten Morgen at breakfast tomorrow. Say donkey when someone passes the salt at dinner. If you practice before you pack your bags, you are going to feel like rock stars when you finally arrive in Austria. And I want you to just think about this. If 6 simple words can open up a whole new country for you, what other languages and adventures are waiting for your family to unlock next? Safe travels, have so much fun practicing, and until our next explainer, tschüss!